So it's been a bit of a strange day, but I just wanted to say first of all, I'm just watching from the window at the moment because my mum's come over. She was helping me earlier when we took Leo to the dentist because Darren's working, of course, and she's having played in the sandpit and all sorts with him all, you know, since then. Had lunch with him outside because I'm not well. She's just literally nipped off to Wickes, got some guttering, and now doing experiments with Leo and his cars in the garden. Even though it's really blustery and cold, she's out there. My mum's such a trooper. She's so wonderful. I'm very lucky. Hello. So this morning last week, and this is one of the very real things about parenting, and it doesn't matter how much dedication you put to one area of life, you're never ever going to be perfect in all of it. And you know, and I really strive. I don't like perfection. I'm not a perfectionist, but I try. I am a trier. And problem is, I'm also distracted. I'm distracted by my own health. I'm distracted by projects. I'm distracted by Leo's contentment. I feel like our discipline is really well rounded. We feel very strongly about a gentler side of parenting, but that's a different topic entirely. It's just watching him still. But we do slip on something. Anyway, I suppose if I cut my ramblings short, he needed dental work. We've always been so careful. He didn't have sweets or chocolate until he was, he had the first bit of chocolate, I think, well past 18 months. Crisps were an absolute no-no for a very long time. He only had a first sweetie less than a year ago. And they've never really had a place in the house until maybe the beginning of summer, maybe spring. And we don't keep it in. It's not something we will regularly eat or anything like that. And we just, I don't know, we got into habits of enjoying going out for cake together and getting special treats after preschool and things like that. Hey, baby. And even though we were careful on so much and he was having his juice to have his medication in and things like that, it just all added up. And yeah, he's got a cavity, and poor sausage needs this crown. It's hard to swallow, and you do feel responsible. And we were told that because his teeth looked like in such wonderful condition anyway, the dentist was surprised to see that cavity based on the condition of the rest of his teeth, that we are told that he probably has a genetic predisposition. I've got very strong teeth, but Dan believes that his side of the family probably less so. Basically, yeah, we were told that we're doing the best we can taking care of his teeth, and I just... sweet foods and crisps and things like that are clearly damaging just take a greater place in our lives. And even though we don't feel like we were so careful on some things and perhaps less so on others, it just apparently caused this. And seeing this great big crown and my poor baby in distress, and I've barely slept recently because Leo's not been sleeping well, so I'm with him and I'm not sleeping well because I'm trying to help him sleep. Because he won't have Darren in there at the moment for some reason. We're going to have to try, but it's exhausting. And so I'm unwell because we've had so many nights out recently. Having, you know, it's not our usual habit whatsoever to have so many nights out. But today, with chronic fatigue, because I am exhausted, and chronic fatigue is my condition because I'm so done in from being so busy, a lot of pain, frankly. I'm on the highest meds that they can give me at the moment, but we're having to review things at the moment because it's getting a bit hard, and it is a lot. Still not quite enough. I have a lot of symptoms which are still under management. I guess it's just all added up, and right now I just frankly feel like a shitty parent, and I know that's silly. I know that's silly because I'm not a shitty parent, but I do feel responsible because my child had to sit in that chair earlier in distress. having this, what looked huge but clearly wasn't huge, crown in, which by the way, after 45 minutes of trying to negotiate with him, trying to reward him, trying to encourage him, and he was trying so hard to be brave. He tried so hard, but I wasn't going to force him because he was so unhappy. That eats away at you. And the thing is, now I know every time he smiles and I have to look at that silver crown at the back of his mouth, I'm going to feel responsible. And it's always going to be a reminder to stay dedicated, I guess. That's it. Just remember, I want to look after... I know a lot of parents would choose not to, but I'm choosing to have the crown on. And we're going to go back and get some anaesthetic with him, I think. Have some gas and air, which will be fine for him because he'll be happy with that. And to make things a bit easier for him, because he needs it in there, because as far as I'm concerned, I want to take care of his teeth, of his adult teeth. He's got to have that crown in until he's 12. He's my baby. And maybe I'm overthinking or overreacting. But it is a reminder. So today is Nana Day, and he's been playing with Nana while I try and recoup. My lovely cleaner who comes in to help me out with the things that I can't do when I don't feel up to them has been in, and she's superb. She makes life so much easier, and it's where money for my care component for my disability comes in. Oh my gosh, we treasure it, frankly. Makes life that much easier. But if you bear in mind with Darren's injury and my difficulties even lifting anything, let alone bending and using upper body strength and things like that, it's just zero. It's important, but all I can think of right now is my baby. All I ever think about is my baby. But look how happy this kid is, and I hope that regardless of anything I slip up in the future, that he will always he'll always be happy, and he smiles so much. But with that smile, I'm going to see that crown, and I will always be reminded to stay on top. I think, seeing as there's nothing else on today, I'm just going to make some dinner for Leo and I, try and finish editing, get some other bits done, and let Leo enjoy the sunshine and cuddle up. Daddy doesn't finish till quite late. I'm just going to wrap up the vlog now. A very serious one, I know, not my usual cup of tea, but it's important regardless. And this day is poignant for me, so it deserves to be on the vlog. So I'm dedicating this vlog to the heart pain of motherhood, regardless of your obstacles. This isn't anything to do with my health, this isn't anything to do with other situations involved. This is just my child needing something. All of our children go through dental things, don't they? But this is my first hurdle. And yeah, thank you for doing it with me.